special episode today. We're gonna start off like this. You violated, now I made it my first matter of terms to make present chatter adjourn. Batter your turn, you swing quick, that ass will get wingtip. Respect the kingship, for I heat your melon the bean dip. Tight as your jean fit, work ready even between shifts. Schooling and cooking, niggas named on that Paula Dean's list. You seen piss, me giving the fuck your dream wish. Dozing you by the lean drip, clowning you for they screened it. Sling rip arms out, hell's a home in the spawn's house. Allergies to the cheese of your Parmesan mouth. Palm Scout getting fellatio, mental shaggy, you scapio. 2 shots, split eyes, semicolon, the ratio, radio, Raheem, his feelings ain't Joaquin. What do you want from me? A black tie scream, baby, this high breams, next sirens for road, kill your oatmeal, smoke real, fire, tote field, Joe Ma.
Yes.
That's how we
All
gonna start
right.
off this
Yeah,
morning.
fire.
Shit. That's how we
Hey.
gonna
Yo, I was so caught up.
just a couple bars
Wait,
for
hold
these
on.
niggas.
I was so caught up.
Yeah.
I forgot to record.
Just a oh, damn.
She was in the zone.
Hold on. We got a call off the jump. Let's see what the call is.
Ready?
Yo. Hello, somebody.
We lost them.
They bullshit. But it looks good though, y'all.
Somebody said you spitting bars for days.
Oh yeah,
I
nigga.
can't wait
That's
to
what's
get
up.
on that.
Hey, dog, I'm bout them bars. You tell him.
can't
I'm bout them
wait.
bars. You know what I'm saying? But
I gotta make sure I post my
Call
right
back
joint.
Dre.
Post
Call
my
back.
notes up, man.
What's up? Nigga, we ain't even got the notes, my nigga.
You
Somebody
good.
get
Keep
the
going.
notes.
I go get
But
it.
what's good
Damn
today,
it.
y'all? We doing a
Cool
I had
100
to-
episode 15.
Yeah. You want to introduce
Hey,
yourself?
happy Wednesday. This is the first lady.
First lady.
What's going on, y'all?
We got
And it's your
Hunter.
girl Egypt.
Your girl Egypt
Yeah,
out this
yeah.
joint. And it's Joe Mob. And I had to start y'all off with a little 16 flame for y'all for the show topic today. Because we talk about music.
We talking
right.
about music.
And y'all know I'm a rapping ass nigga, and I had to show y'all just if y'all didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I got the crown on today, because the King of the North, the
King
mixtape
of
is
the
out here,
North.
and I had to show y'all what a nigga is about. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So you know
Even
what I
though
mean?
your intro song is you,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
me,
it's
but
pretty
some
fire.
niggas just be needing to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. I'm about showing these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
It's so much
Good
talent.
shit.
It's so much talent.
Yeah, so but how we gonna start this off though? How y'all feel about
So
what's
Hunter got
y'all?
that.
I want to know what's y'all personal connection to music. What music mean to y'all? What does music is significant in y'all life for? You know what I'm saying?
Music has helped me through so many different times.
Really? What kind of music? What kind of music?
All of it.
All kind
I
of
like
music?
country. I like jazz.
You listen
I
to
like
country?
gospel. I love
Yeehaw.
Shania Twain is like one of my favorite artists.
Cut it out.
Hold on. Let's
Cheers.
see something right quick, T. Hello, caller, what's good?
What's going on, man? So,
Hey.
What's
so
good?
calling to talk about y'all talk about music today.
Definitely.
Right. So where I'm at with music right now is like honestly, like I listen to the new stuff. Of course, it's like based like Kendrick, J. Cole,
Okay.
Jordan Lucas, those cats. But me personally, I still listen to the old stuff like DMX,
Come
Cool
on now.
J,
Okay.
Tupac.
Talk that shit, brother. Talk
I'm
that
still on
shit.
the old stuff. Don't get me wrong, like the new stuff is nice,
Uh-huh.
but I like the new rappers to me are moist, like they soft. Like, they really
A little
soft.
bit.
Yeah, moist
Talk that
though.
shit.
Like,
A little
I
bit.
think like
Good
this,
one,
like
right?
meaning like this soft, like I can. Let's like this. Let's be real with it. You can be in a room with a woman and listen to Tupac, and both of y'all go into a zone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't listen to Lil Yachty with a woman in the room and
Hell
go into a
no.
goddamn
I
zone.
gotta try
You
to
just
keep my
can't.
rhythm with
Talk
that
that
shit.
shit,
I
bro.
can't
Well, hold
get
on.
the Lil
Let me
Yachty.
say something. Let me say something. So it's like why are all the new rappers associated with certain popular rappers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because there's certain new rappers that are spitting that are nice. Like Young M.A. is a new rapper, right? She can spit like a motherfucker.
No, I emphatically disagree.
Dave East is new.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, you got like this. It's like this to me. Like it's like J. Cole and Kendrick are Nas and Jay-Z to me, in my eyes.
Of the new
'Cause
generation.
Nas is a poet.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay is more of a like a street cat. So that's how I look at them.
Okay.
Dave East is in the DMX Method Man era. Like I like his. He had an old school flow to him. Like he
Respect
stays
your
in his
opinion.
lane.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
When you hear Dave East, you think of Wu-Tang. You think of DMX.
Okay.
You think of Flesh in My Flesh. You think of, like, that's what I think when I listen to Dave East.
That's interesting.
That's me.
So, hey, brother, you ain't even tell us your name and brother. What's your name,
Oh,
bro?
my man, it's DeAndre. I always call it. Every
Okay.
time y'all come on the
I
air,
recognize
I'm on
you.
break. I always
All
call
right,
it.
that's what's up. That's what's up, Drake.
That's support.
Hey, man,
So-
but look, keep calling us, keep supporting us, though, bro. We keep, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. We gonna progress this conversation, man. If you want to call
Thank you,
back,
Trey.
holler.
Love you.
Thanks,
Love you too.
Dre.
Y'all be good, man.
Bye, baby.
All right.
Much love, bro.
Okay, so.
Hey, hold up. We got another caller, my name. Hold up.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
nice.
Phone
Yo,
lines
what's
buzzing.
good?
Oh,
Holler.
my God.
What's up? It's Danny T.
Danny T.
Hey.
Danny T, what it be?
Yes.
Danny T, what's going on with you?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, Dan. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Um,
Hey, I'm chilling.
I do have a question for you, Dan. You're a DJ, right?
Yep, been DJing since '88.
Damn.
man.
Long
19
time, bro.
Right.
A long time in the
1988.
game, brother. You a vet.
So since you have so much experience, can you give us the ins and outs or the things that you have experienced with the change in the music culture itself, not just rap, hip hop, R&B, jazz, everything that you have experienced being a DJ? Can you give us that?
Well, I grew up loving hip hop, so that's why I got started DJing. Was listening to the hip hop music back in the '80s, and I always, always played that kind of music.
Yes.
So when I saw the DJs playing it, that's what I wanted to be. So that was always my preference. Being in the D.C. area, D.C. was kind of heavy influenced by the go-go stuff.
Yeah.
So I was into the go-go music as well, and so that's always been my preference. And I think with the music changing, I mean,
tell me
it's
about the
always
music change.
evolved.
Yeah.
Especially when NWA came through, and that was a big change to the music industry because then you had all these groups that wanted to be like NWA.
Absolutely.
That raw music.
It was
whatever.
the East versus the West Coast, right?
What's that again?
You had the East versus the West Coast.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was a little before. I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal, West Coast and East Coast until, of course, the Biggie and stuff started happening. But before then, it was more, the West Coast was just trying to make their mark in the music industry.
Hey, but let me ask
At
you
that
this,
time,
brother.
right?
Since you've been in the game DJing for a minute, I want to ask you as far as the progression, do you see the progression of hip-hop, do you see the music being something involved into something greater, or you see it kind of took like a sidestep into something that, that is only for the young people right now as far as the mainstream hip-hop?
Well, I'll tell people there's two things that changed the music business for hip hop. One is YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube, and then also the home studios.
Okay.
So you started having these young people, a lot of them, drug dealers or whatever, starting to make music in these studios.
Yes, they are.
Right, and so their goal really wasn't to make a whole lot of money. It was to just get a big following. So they could have like 5 million followers on their YouTube or whatever, like Chief Keef out of Chicago and a bunch of other rappers or whatever. And so they were already making money. So then you get the record labels as they see these guys with all these followings, and you give them a record deal because you want to make money off of them.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you have all these kids, because I noticed a change maybe about 7 or 8 years ago. I was DJing a lot of middle schools, and so I remember one specific day I had 2 middle school gigs. And the first gig, they asked me for, gas pedal and red nose. And I didn't know anything about it then,
Some West Coast joint.
So I didn't have it for the first gig, but a whole lot of kids was asking me for it. So the next gig, I got it from one of my other DJ partners, played it, and it was hot. All the kids was on the floor.
Right.
Saw them doing that dance or whatever. I didn't know what the dance was till I got home, Googled it, And it's like, wow. So that's why they're into it.
Yo, Danny T, appreciate you calling, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting us and all that good stuff, dog. We about to move on with the conversation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Cool.
Love you, Dan.
Thanks so
Much
much,
love, sir.
Danny.
Represent Fleet
Jesus,
TV.
right.
Fleet
Y'all take it
TV.
easy.
We're going to represent
Fleet
Fleet
TV.
TV in the house. Yes. Also, y'all can check us out on that. Fleet TV, Danny T.
Hey,
DJ
look,
Danny
hey,
T.
keep calling us and showing us y'all love and show us and let us know y'all, you know what I'm saying, how y'all feel about music today or how y'all feel about music, period. You know what I'm saying?
It's a broad topic today. It's
What's
a
the
lot
number?
to cover.
What's the number? Shoot the number out
The
for
number
the
is
people.
202-652-0708. Let us know how
Well,
you feel about music.
And it's funny, he touched on one thing I had written down was like the YouTube era versus like the mixtape era, like the old mixtape era, like
When you was
the
doing the shit from your
mixtape
trunks,
era
nigga, when-
before videos.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying before videos, but when like videos were a mainstream production.
Yeah.
Like you were really, really pushing music and it was word of mouth. Like people couldn't put a face to a name per se. Like
yeah.
that went on well into the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and so like the YouTube
The
era
early
is different
2000s.
because there's a lot of rappers that were able to kind of thrive in the 80s and 90s in a different way with what they were talking about because they didn't necessarily have to present it visually. Where it's like dudes now, like it's funny when he was talking about like street rappers, like you can incriminate yourself on the gram on YouTube.
But you know what's
and
crazy?
these dudes don't care.
Well, hold up. We got another caller, y'all.
Uh-oh.
We got
Somebody
Another
else calling in.
caller.
Yo, caller, what's good?
Peace, what's going on, God? It's Black Child.
Oh, shit, Black Child. What it do?
Where's it go? What's
We got a call from up top, huh? Y'all
Hey,
wasn't
yo,
expecting
what's
this.
Gucci, nigga? What's cracking?
Black Child, you got us all excited in the house, man. Yo,
Yo.
where have
Good,
you
brother.
been?
I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? So it's all love.
Hey, that's what's up, brother. Hey, so what's up? How you feel about music today, bro? Because you've been doing the joint for a minute. You know,
Man.
you've been doing it since back when the
Queens
shit
in the
was in
house.
the golden era. So,
Queens in the
so,
house.
so, how you feel about music today? You know what I mean?
Yo, music is in a crazy spot right now.
It
Some of the young niggas don't got their shit together, but some niggas is hot. Like I'm fucking with that the song The Harder Way. Some of
Okay.
these young niggas go hard, man, in these new artists.
Okay.
But music, it came a long way because before, it wasn't all digital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
true. That's
Yes.
true.
Now a lot of things is online. Before it was CDs and cassettes. So now people got the iTunes. They downloading. So the music is
Streaming like
definitely
Jay-Z did.
Yep.
True. So
Yep,
what you
real talk.
think about the
Real
craft though, bro? What you think about the craft itself, like
The craft.
the craft of the art of music? Do you think that thing has evolved to like where the youngest is doing it and making it more than what the old heads has done it, or you think they doing it a discredit?
They watering it down.
Nah, you know what? I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it. No, honestly, no. I'm gonna say 75-25. 75.
Okay.
Keep it 100, nigga. Keep it 100.
Yeah, but it is a few new niggas like Moneybag Yo.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
few new niggas that's nice
Okay.
that I fuck with, that I vibe with.
That's
but
what's up.
75% of these niggas is on some bullshit.
Yeah, now why you being an OG, bro? Why do you think that is so though? Why you think that is so? Why you think that even exists out here today?
Yo, it gets deeper than music if you ask me that. I'm going to take it
Okay,
to like
that's what's
a
up.
lot of niggas just not really being here to guide them. A lot of OGs. Like me coming up, we had guidance and people we look up to, and it was like a certain ethics and code and respect
Right,
we respect people that came before us. We had to know about Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and certain people.
on now.
But
True.
these young dudes, they don't care about the OGs. You know what I mean?
That's what's
So,
up. Yeah, I feel you. I
Well,
feel
well,
you.
let me say something because I think you're touching on something, Slim. Like, do you think there's a correlation between how the streets have changed and how music is changing? Like, I think the same guidance that's lacking with street dudes and street codes in the old way, you can kind of see in the music, if you understand what I'm saying.
Definitely. That's why I said it's deeper than music. If we get into what these young dudes is doing and how they not moving correct, it goes back to them not having no guidance. You know what I mean? Because in the streets, we had guidance. We was team players. There were certain rules you had to move by. Weak people couldn't even eat in the streets. In the era that I came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real shit.
So here's a question. Do you think homosexuality plays a big part in the rap industry now?
Oh, you just went there. You just.
Hell of a question, ain't the black child?
Hey, you gotta ask.
You was left with that.
I know, didn't she? That
I
she just
know.
went
You gotta
totally. Nigga, my nigga.
They
Black child.
advertising it a lot now, and back in the days it was taboo, and people used to have to keep that on the low.
Right.
Different artists. If they was moving that way and that was their choice, they was definitely quiet and low about it. Now everything is out in the open, so I wouldn't blame that on hip hop because shit, hip hop really wasn't based on that.
Yeah, real shit,
Right.
real shit. That's real
Well,
shit.
I have a question. This is your girl Egypt, your homegirl from back in the days.
That's
And-
what's up. What's up, E?
Hey, honey bunny. So you have a new album that's coming out and the tour with Murder Inc. I want to hear a little bit about that as well.
Well, I'm cooking up like a few projects right now. I've been working on a lot of films, but I'm working on some mixtapes.
Wow.
I got You Can't Kill Murder. The metaphor to that is you can't kill murder because, like, shit happen every day. Niggas say we got killed in the music industry or the sound died. But technically, as long as people was breathing, you know what I mean, we still living. And then on top of that, like, it's a double metaphor. People get killed every day, B. You heard
Every day.
And then I was thinking about this other mixtape I was wanting to put together called Double Homicide, and I was actually going to have one CD with, like, the current sound with some of these young dudes.
Well, I need you and Joe Mob to get together. I need you and my homeboy to get together. This nigga said some live shit.
Yo.
And I know that you have your own.
happen.
You got your own label and stuff. You still rocking that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting the label popping this year. I'm going to put some artists out.
Man.
I've been focusing a lot on acting because, we got the Tell TV show that's on BET.
Yeah, the TV show called Saints and Sinners Life Without Hope on BET.
Okay, when that start? When that come on? Or is that already out on TV?
We Saints and Sinners is season 3 is about to start in like another month, and then Tales is also a separate show that's on BET, and we start filming that in another month or so.
Wow.
So everything is about to come out, but Saints and Sinners is on Bounce TV, and they on their 3rd season already. So season 1 and 2 been out there, and Tales, that's Irv Gotti's show, that's on season 2. So and Life Without
Irv
Hope,
Gotti, shout out to Irv
that's a
Gotti.
movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Gotti.
Shout out to Gotti.
Shout out to Guy.
Yes.
Shout out to Murder Inc. Shout
Shout
out
out
to all
to
of
Murder
them.
Murder
Inc.
Inc.
I
Man.
can't wait for this tone.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The whole team, for real.
Yeah.
I
real
can't wait
shit.
for this tour. I
Real
can't wait
shit.
for this tour.
Hey, much respect though, my nigga. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate you
love,
calling,
sir.
showing us love,
Thanks so
and we want to show you the
much.
same love. And whatever project you got, you want to call us up, man. You want to promote that joint, bro? Free,
Yeah, we
feel
got
free.
you.
You feel me? You know
Man,
what I'm
that's
saying?
love. And yo, I'm going to shoot y'all some exclusive Murder Inc. joints when we get off the phone. If I had the email before, I'd have got them to you earlier, but today was kind of hectic, and I was running around. But I'm going to get y'all some new Murder Inc. music.
Okay.
From
There you
all
go.
the young
Thank
artists,
you.
Boogie Bird, Fitted Circle, and some Black Challenge, Ja Rule shit, everything.
All right,
well,
that's
send
what's
it.
up.
Yeah, send it to me, and I'll hit it to T. And
we promote you, brother.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we
I haven't
promote
seen you in
Much
years, so
love,
hopefully
man.
I'll see you soon.
Glad to see you up, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all just even having me here on the air. You
No
know?
problem,
Thanks
dog.
so
Much
much
respect,
for
OG.
calling
Yeah,
in.
you keep it moving out here, dog, and call us up, show us some more
And
love.
bring
later.
life back to the game, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna turn it up. We gonna,
Come
yo,
on
we
now.
gonna kill these niggas. We gonna kill these weak niggas. That's how we gonna keep this real shit alive.
Yeah,
Keep it
yeah,
alive.
yeah. I'm with
Joe
you, my
Black
nigga.
Child in the
I'm
house.
with you, my nigga. Yeah, let's do it, bruh.
Black Child in the house, y'all.
Shout out to
All right,
Black
Black
Child and
Child.
the
Holla,
Murder Inc.
baby.
fan, man.
Thanks so much.
All right, for sure. Y'all be safe. And
All
hold
right,
it down.
yeah.
All right,
to you.
baby.
Babe. All right.
Yo, hold up, we
Oh,
got another
that
caller.
was
We got
nice.
another
We got
caller.
another caller.
Yo,
Stay
caller,
on
what's
one
cracking? What's
today.
Gucci? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, they bullshit.
we
They was
missed them.
bullshit.
Hey, call back. Whoever called 202.
Yeah, call back.
652-0708.
That Krown hot.
You on
That shit
fire,
hot, my
right?
nigga. That shit was smoking on a nigga head, bro. I'm trying to get drunk. Hey, Roddy, can you bring a nigga drink in that joint, bro?
Hey, go ahead, man.
Got the
You
great
just
goose on the
sweated-
table
you
and
just
shit,
sweated
my
your
nigga.
goose
Can you,
out.
It
can
is
you
a
bring the
little
goose in
warm.
for a
I
nigga,
got
please,
some
Roddy?
Latin head for you if you want some.
Hey, but that's what's
Lord
up, though. We
Jesus.
had Black Child just call up and show us love,
That's
dog.
much love,
That's
man.
real
That's
shit.
good shit right
That's
there.
real
beautiful thing,
shit.
man.
Yeah,
That's a
hell
beautiful
yeah.
thing, man.
So we ain't even
I
get.
want to say thank you, Jess. That's my girl, Jess. Without the
Jess.
connection,
Yes,
I don't
thank
know
you,
you,
Jess.
Jess, but
We
We love you.
much love, Jess. You know what I'm saying?
Justina in the house.
My nigga Ronnie. You know what I'm
Atlanta in the
saying?
house.
Appreciate
But
you.
I think Black Child touched on he kind of.
Hold up, fella. Hold up, Hunter.
Oh, somebody called.
Never
Never
caller. What's
call.
Gucci? Who is you? Holla at us.
Yeah, what's happening? It's your boy Young Riz. Shout out to my cousin, Cool Honey.
Cuzzo.
We got family calling up. What's up, brother?
Cuzzo, what's on your mind? Talk to us, man.
Man, I definitely had to hop on because I seen the subject that y'all touching on, so I felt like I relate because I do music myself.
All right.
Me
Talk to
personally,
us, man.
In my
What's-
opinion,
Huh?
I just feel like music hasn't changed, but the art of music is still the same. And when I say that, it's because there's different generation of people doing music. So you got to think, you got the youngins, you got the middle, and you got the oldies. So it's different levels of music, and everybody has their own style. And whatever your ear catches, that's what your style of music is.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
me doing music, I do music because I like to write. I always wanted to play ball, but after my vision started going bad, I started doing the whole writing thing, and it just picked up from there.
Okay.
So I'm taking it a little more serious, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be hearing some stuff.
Let me
what's
ask
up,
you,
my
Definitely to my
nigga.
cuz
can I
too.
ask you a question?
So
That's what's
you
up,
know what I'm
brother.
saying? I'm definitely waiting to get it out to my cuz so he can hear it, and he gonna be surprised too. So I've been focused a lot, but I feel like music is a way of not only just expressing yourself, but it's something that if you really love music, then you can get somewhere with it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a
True. I
question.
agree with you, brother.
Do you feel that the radio stations is robbing the real artists or the artists that do have a lot of talent and are continuously playing the same old music? Do you think they are robbing the artists that really have a lot of talent out here?
To be truthful, I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of these rappers wouldn't even be out if Biggie and Pac was still
Oh,
alive.
nigga, you already
And
You
know.
ain't
it's almost-
lying.
That's gospel right
It's
there.
almost like you would have to go through them in order to get in the game. You feel me?
Yep.
And then on top of that, a lot of these rappers, yeah, they putting out some hits and stuff like that, just saying the same old thing.
Oh
God.
Hey, go ahead,
I
bro.
know.
Go ahead, bro, with the Ringley Brothers
I'm not
ad
knocking.
lib.
I just caught
Right.
an L
It's
last
Not
their
knocking,
own-
not knocking.
Yeah, it's their own style.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's the new generation of music of how I feel nowadays. I'm a little old school and new school, so I'm in between.
Okay.
And everything I do is West Coast music.
Okay. Okay.
But how do you feel about the West Coast culture right now? Like I'm on Nipsey heavy.
Nigga,
I can't wait
Nipsey
till
is a
Nipsey's
god,
out.
nigga.
So,
He's a god
Hey,
out
what do
here.
you
cuz.
think the West
I
Coast
mean, if
vibe is right now?
you want to talk about the West Coast, I'm on Nipsey heavy. I'm on Mozzie heavy. I'm definitely on
What you know about
the
Boogie?
game.
You know about Boogie, bruh? You know about Boogie though?
Yeah. I know about him too.
Okay,
Shout out
okay.
to my man, Baby Pook. Shout out to Jay Press, CLE, the Cali, the whole movement, the mixtape and all that. And
All right.
we doing everything. So y'all be on the lookout.
All
I
right.
definitely rock with
Definitely.
Nipsey Hussle real hard. That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
That's
a
what's up,
real
cuzzo.
nigga out there
Thank
doing
you,
I
that.
appreciate
Cuzzo,
you
for
calling,
Yeah,
man.
man. Appreciate you. Keep supporting us,
Yeah,
bro.
make sure you send James
Most
your info
definitely.
so he can.
You know what I mean? Y'all make sure
let
y'all
us
hit
play
me
your
up on
music.
Instagram as well.
Yeah,
Young Risk
hold on.
_1.
Yeah, and you hit us up on iTunes. We're also on.
One more time so the people can hear you. What's your Instagram
Your
handle?
IG handle, yeah.
Yeah, you can follow me on IG at Young Risk _1. It's spelled YOUNG RIS _1. And you can follow me on Twitter as well at Young Risk 1.
Alright,
That's what's up,
alright.
cuzzo. Keep
Young
grinding,
Riz,
baby.
Keep grinding,
I love
baby.
you.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
most
saying?
definitely, man. I love you, cuz. I tell mine to see what's happening.
That's what's up.
Thanks
Alright,
for calling
family,
in.
be easy.
Ten boy.
Yo, this is a lit conversation already.
Okay,
People
I
love
knew,
the music.
I knew
They
it was gonna
need-
be like this.
People love the
I
music.
knew
Yeah. So, and we didn't even get to saying how we feel about music.
We
yet.
didn't.
We ain't about
Yeah,
everybody
we kind of
else.
bouncing around a little
So,
bit right now.
so,
But it's
so,
good to hear
But
how
you know what I
everyone
wanted to
else
say
feels
about what
about it.
Homie had said though, because a lot of us do feel like if Pac and Biggie was around, they would have kind of like had some sort of hold on what
They
comes
would
out.
have.
Now. But see, this is the thing though.
To an extent.
To an
Not a
extent,
hold, but
this,
an
this
influence.
is what I want to tell niggas. If when you see rock and roll, right, you got the people who create rock and roll are the same shades of people who control how to put the rock and roll music out there, who own the businesses. When you
Right.
got hip hop businesses, hip hop
don't
record
have.
labels, we don't have our people
Yep.
that's in control of
Absolutely.
to distribute and push our shit. We got people
Right.
that don't look like us that's telling us
Yeah.
what is hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Biggie and Tupac would have had an influence about how the streets was cultivated, but mainstream hip hop is a systematic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's money that's being put out there to get slots on radios. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I
Yeah.
respect Jay-Z
True.
so much. He got nominated so many times, but
8.
he never got an award. And that's, I feel, is because he streamed his own music. So if you give that an award, the record labels feel like shit. If we give him awards and awards, that shit, everybody gonna want to
I
stream their
think-
own
But you know
music.
what?
Everybody's gonna want to be, you know what I'm saying?
that's
That's
a-
gonna take away from our record labels and our.
But
But
it's
it
a
was
political
that,
game.
and it was the message that he was rapping about in his last album that I think had a lot to do
Why
with
he
why he
didn't
didn't win any of the Grammys.
But
But
nominated,
Kendrick won,
nominated
and
is
Kendrick
still
be
winning
talking real
to me.
shit all the time.
yeah,
I mean, that's
but
why it's hard
Kendrick
to-
is also not on Jay-Z's level. Jay-Z has a more broad audience than Kendrick has. So more
don't know.
people,
I don't know.
I think, would follow Jay-Z than they would
I think Jay-Z has the ear of a lot of older listeners
He
compared
does.
to Kendrick Lamar,
I
but
just
he
think
has the ear of
Kendrick has
the
more,
younger listeners.
See, Kendrick, I think,
does.
has both though, because people that are younger can
And,
appreciate.
but I'm talking about Jay-Z
Kendrick.
got people older than us.
But
you know what I'm
but
saying?
he doesn't have
He
the
does.
young ear though.
And that's where Kendrick comes
Kendrick
in and
can,
kills him.
people can appreciate Kendrick because of the old way of rapping.
Yeah, but
And the
he's still
youngins
in a
look at
younger
him like
package.
it's
Yeah,
a
he's
super-
God.
like a god.
He's God. You know what I'm saying?
But
So-
do you think that Kendrick and J. Cole are on the same level because they pretty much have the same message?
I feel
for the
like you
most
know
part?
what's
Yeah.
crazy though. I feel
I like
like
In a
both of
sense.
them.
I feel like
Yeah.
their message is cohesive together, but I feel like the way they deliver it is different because I feel like Kendrick Lamar, and I'm speaking from an artist perspective, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, the way he puts his bars together, his delivery is so creative.
It's very
His
creative.
delivery is, he can say the simplest shit, but the way he say it be so intricate that you feel like, oh, I've never heard nobody say this simple shit like this. But
So
Jay,
you feel like Kendrick is the more popular artist in comparison to
I feel
J.
like
Cole.
J. Cole got more of the underground cult following than maybe a Kendrick Lamar.
I
but,
think it just depends on preference.
but and that's what I was
He's more-
saying.
Kendrick
But
Lamar's
with
more
but with J.
commercial.
Cole is different. J. Cole has more. He has more music that is more feeling based. His music, you have to feel his shit
Yeah.
more than just listen to his word. His
No,
words,
it's deep.
Yeah. Kendrick
But
Lamar.
I kind of feel like J. Cole is the same.
I think they're extremely similar. I think the only thing that's
Yeah.
different is how they deliver.
And I
don't really
I was
think
just
what they're
explaining the
saying is that
delivery.
much
I was
different.
explaining the delivery from an artist point perspective. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. Their message is similar to the point where I'm waiting for them to put out a fucking album
Together.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That
like
would
a lot
be
of people
hot.
are.
Nigga.
That would be very
J.
hot.
The culture needs it.
It
The
does.
culture
Kendrick
needs
Lamar.
it.
I remember posting the album
I want to
cover
see
that
y'all
they-
spit
Yeah,
some
they
bars
did.
together.
But let me ask y'all this. So let's go around the board.
So, Tia,
What's
what's
y'all
your
significant?
response?
How y'all? What makes music mean something to y'all? Like, how does music mean something to Tia?
Well, it means something to me because, like I said, it gets you through a lot of things. Like you can listen to certain genres of music or certain artists, and they help you get through certain periods of your life.
So music for you was more like an escape or something to help you get through
it
life.
helps you cope.
Okay.
It helps you cope.
Okay.
It helps you escape. It helps you get through life. It helps you be happy. It reminds you, like you can hear a song that you used to hear when you were 7, and it will remind you of certain times when you were 7 and certain
That's true.
moments with your
That's real
family.
shit,
Like it
T.
brings
Memories.
back
You
memories.
right. When I hear that old ABC joint, Aisha, you
Right.
are the girl I never
Exactly.
had. Nigga, I still be
So
like,
it
I miss that
transmits
bitch.
those
Oh, what's the
endorphins
jump? What's the
of
jump
happiness.
Right.
with Bobby V before we done
Oh,
it
then
today?
why you gonna bring up this
What's the
tranny loving
And
ass
then
nigga?
Gene.
Nah,
What?
no,
E,
no, I'm
E,
talking about-
why?
I'm talking about back in the day. We was in the group. Was it Blackberry Molasses?
He was in a
What? He
group.
was in a group?
Oh,
Nigga,
yeah,
what you
lucky.
talking
Yeah,
about?
lucky.
I don't know.
All I know that nigga's talking about wasn't he talking about some jeans or some
He
shit?
was
Right, in
in
them
Blackberry
jeans.
Molasses.
No, that was genuine.
genuine.
Okay, we all fucked up.
Right.
Yo, Hunter,
Yeah,
Hunter.
I'm
So
talking when it's raining in the video. When they was youngins.
fuck Bobby V. All right, let's go. Hunter,
bad,
Hunter,
my
Hunter,
bad.
Hunter, what's up?
Because he's gay.
Hunter,
Right?
what? No, I didn't say that. Hunter, what's your?
I think
what's-
for me, like
There you
music
go.
is the soundtrack to my life. So
There you
Absolutely.
go. There you go, my nigga. There
for
you
me,
go.
that
Keep it
like in the
1,000.
progression transition I'm constantly going through,
Mm-hmm.
music. I feel like I really think more than any other kind of genre of entertainment for me, music just fits what I'm naturally doing, regardless of what I'm doing.
Right.
I always feel like whatever mood, emotion, space I'm in is songs that's for it.
Right.
Okay.
Whether it's stuff that Pops used to listen to, you know, from the 70s and, you know what I'm saying, or stuff that, you know, from early hip hop days in the 80s or 90s,
I love the 80s.
you know.
Me too.
Oh, me too.
I like,
Me too.
for
We-
me,
hey,
I
look,
like
We on the-
Cameo.
older singing music.
Shit.
Like I like,
Don't do that to me.
right, like Cameo. I like, you know, Roger Troutman and Rick James and
the Isley
Ohio
Brothers.
Players, the
Yes.
Isley Brothers. I don't think the youngest
Prince.
know about it because they didn't grow up with it in their house.
Nah,
Right.
nah, you right. That's true.
I ain't real
That's true.
big on Prince. He was too feminine for me. I'm
Go
not
ahead,
knocking
go ahead.
his
Don't
talent.
disrespect.
I'm
Don't
not knocking his
disrespect.
had some hits,
Don't
though.
disrespect the
He
king.
had some
Don't
hits.
disrespect the
I'm
king.
not knocking his talent.
Yeah.
All right.
His
all
talent is not questionable. I just don't like looking at them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
No disrespect.
Just listen
but
to
I
the
just-
CD, nigga. You
stroking,
ain't
I
gotta
know
look at the
that.
videos.
Oh.
Listen to the CD.
I didn't
nigga.
like looking at Rick James with the weird braids he had in his head that my mother used to have.
Rick
You
James
know
That
what
nigga
I'm
was
saying?
crazy
pimping them
as
bitches though.
shit.
So
He was
it's
dicking them
Tina
bitches
Marie.
down.
Tina Marie is one of my all.
Right, like her
time
voice
Yes,
never
me
goes
too,
away.
me too,
Well,
T.
you're a little young.
Class.
Me too, T. Me too,
But
T.
I
love
had
it.
the first Tina Marie album.
Go ahead.
I got her greatest
When
hits.
did you get it?
I got it in 1980.
E.
That was a
E.
joke.
I know E. I'm about to say E. Don't
telling
entertain
her
this
age.
nigga. E. Don't
I'm
entertain
telling
this
her
nigga.
age.
E.
I am older than all you guys on this panel.
Hey, but you're looking well. You're
Very
looking
much
well.
so.
Hey, E,
Black
tell
don't
us,
cry.
tell us what music mean to you, E. Because you a singing ass motherfucker. And you don't even
Yeah.
be letting them niggas know that you be singing.
You should
it.
sing a little
With
more.
that sex voice, you can tell them now. You can
Phone
really
sex.
sing to them now.
Phone sex, phone
It's
sex,
a
phone sex.
very emotional music.
Okay.
Music has always been in my life. My grandfather was 5-time winner on Apollo as a
Nice.
child.
What? Hey, you know that's hard to do because them niggas boo the shit out of
Yeah.
people in the follow.
Exactly.
They won 5 times. And you know, back in the days when you got a record deal, managers used to run off with your money.
Yeah.
So
They do now.
Unfortunately, that's what happened to my grandfather. But my grandfather he loved music so much. Every Friday we had talent shows in my house.
Oh, that's
It
dope.
was talent shows.
That's dope.
I mean, I'm talking like you taught Tina Marie.
I love her.
Rick James, Temptation.
You singing all that
the
shit.
Platinums. Everything.
Mhm.
And it was so. When I think about music, I think about color. I think about happiness, inspiration. I think about. It's a very emotional to me because it gets into your soul.
Yes, yes.
Soul is a
Yes.
good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, music to me is so genuine, and I want to hear more of the artistic side of these entertainers out here. I mean, if it's going to be about beats all the time, we should have an award show for beats.
And you was just saying that, what?
I want to see an artistic side.
Uh-huh.
I want to see more writers come out and start writing music to make me visualize what I'm seeing in that music.
Yeah.
A story.
They need more credit.
A
Writers
story.
need more credit.
Right is right.
I need to see a story.
Now let me catch.
It's not even in R&B, like how Slick Rick was.
Oh, storyteller.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Like
trust me.
EPMD was.
Oh,
That's what the generations
Now,
are
see,
saying.
I don't know who they are.
But see, that's your fault. That's your fault, not their fault. That's your fault.
You know. Okay.
All right, but E.
Cold Crush Groove.
E.
I don't know who they are either.
Can I tell you?
I heard
my,
of
it.
Can I
Go ahead,
share my
baby.
little story?
Yeah, baby.
So what I'm saying is, my first introduction to music, I was a little young whippersnapper. You know what I'm saying? My pops used to clean the house all day while, you know what I'm saying? And I used to listen to old school vinyls and shit. Used to listen to Prince, Morris Day and the Time, Rick James, Isley Brothers, Atlantic Star. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even say nothing about Atlantic Star. I ain't even heard you niggas say nothing about Atlantic Star.
Tom Club.
Come on now. A message in a bottle, nigga. A message in a bottle, nigga. Yeah, we should have had a DJ, nigga. But so
Part 2 coming soon.
True. So that was my introduction to music.
Cocaine was prevalent.
Oh,
Okay,
my
okay,
nigga.
absolutely.
Hey, look, time out. Sidebar. My pops used to play this song called White Lines. It was a Sugar Hill Gang.
I love Sugar Hill
They was
Gang.
talking about sniffing coke. I didn't even know what coke
time.
was, what it was, but nigga, that song was fire. Nigga. All right. So I digress. Now, as I grew up, though, you know what I'm saying? The nigga who made me really understand what art was Tupac Shakur. Because Tupac had a song for every emotion that you could possibly feel as a young black man.
Shout out to the Gemini.
Shout out to Pac. You know what I'm saying? So when I used to listen to Pac, I used to feel like this nigga, I used to feel the same way that people feel when they go into church and they feel like the reverend is talking about them.
Yeah.
I used to feel like that about this nigga music. And it showed me that the beauty about music is that it's universal.
It is.
It trumps any
Absolutely.
color. It trumps any culture. It trumps
Nationality,
it trumps anything that you might think divides you as a people. It's people that don't look like you, don't mean as well as you, or vice versa, that like the same music you do.
Ain't
you
that
know what I'm
something?
saying?
Absolutely.
And it showed me the power of this shit.
What Tupac
And you have learned.
what Tupac and Biggie was for
The culture.
and men, like young boys.
Talking now.
Lauryn Hill was for me.
Oh shit!
I loved
Oh
Lauryn
shit!
Hill and Erica Badu.
You
Them
know, but
two
you know what?
was
But,
it for me.
but Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill, nigga, the miseducation of
Yes.
Lauryn Hill,
Yeah.
nigga.
Shout out to the Fugees.
Even though
And
they-
the Fugees.
Shout out to the
you
Fugees.
can say the Fugees all y'all want. Y'all being real nice about the Fugees, but we know who the heart of the fucking Fugees was. It was
And you
Lauryn
know-
Hill. Hold
and
on,
you-
time out,
okay.
because we
Just
gotta
saying.
We
call
gotta
her.
call her.
Yo, caller, what it do? Who is this? Holla at us.
Hey man, it's your man E from the OT show.
Hey, the OT show. E with it cracking, homie. What's Gucci?
Hey man, I hate out there talking about music, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. What you,
E.
what it is? What you feel about it?
Hey.
Son, I don't not many people talk about this dude, but this is one of my favorite artists all the time. Man. Devin the Dude, man.
Yes,
talk that shit. Talk that
Devin
shit.
the Dude to the extreme. The To the Extreme
Yes.
album was
Yes.
my shit
Classic.
growing up.
I never
Classic.
knew who he
Shit,
was.
I still
Classic.
play that.
Okay.
Classic.
If Devin isn't a legend in
Talk
your city,
that
your
shit.
city's behind, man.
Talk that
Him and
shit.
3-6.
Real talk, Devin Dude is my Jay-Z, yeah.
Oh man,
That's
That's
down
how you
south.
feel?
Devin the Dude was from down
Nah,
south,
real
right?
talk.
Okay.
that's
I
how you
wanna-
feel.
Yeah, I'm going to see him again when he play with that guy at the Howard Theater, but
He gonna be at Howard Theater?
that's all I wanted to see, yeah.
We need to go and see Devin the
Good.
Dude.
We should go.
Devin the
We
Dude
should
make
go.
that smoker music, make that music that make you want to go out and get a bitch. That nigga got
Man, what?
dog. Listen. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro. And you know what?
Hey, man, that changed my life, yeah. All I wanted to do was just ride around my cat, dog, drink beer, and get back.
When
yeah,
gas
that
was
I ain't
cheap.
wanna do nothing
Right.
else, yeah.
Chicken
When
and
you
beer,
can fill up,
nigga.
when you can
Chicken
fill up
and
on
beer.
$20.
Where you can fill up
Chicken
on
and beer,
$20.
nigga. I know what you talking about, nigga.
And it's never been a Devin the Dude before Devin the Dude.
Nah.
There's never been another
And
one,
and
though.
even after.
He's that great though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people
Can
sleep
I
on
ask you a question? The first time I heard about Devin the Dude was by my son's father, and he's from South Carolina. Is Devin the Dude from the South?
Nah, he from Texas. He from
Oh,
Texas.
so he's
Yeah.
South.
Texas.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's
yeah.
from the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was smooth. He was a smooth rapper.
Yeah.
I was in high school when I first heard
Next
about
to
him, like
Scarface.
9th, 10th grade.
Next to
He was
Scarface.
gonna rap a lot. He was
This
gonna rap
nigga
a lot.
Devin the Dude made a song talking about holla at me, I be in the bathroom. Boom boom, nigga. That's this nigga. That
shit
was
cranked
the
up.
shit though. This nigga said I be in the bathroom, boom boom.
but
nigga.
that goes back to storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, he literally
It was a
told
lot
a
of that
story
back then.
about life while he was taking the shit.
That's
This is what I'm
crazy.
saying.
That's crazy.
I want
bro.
You know what? That's what my
storytellers
random
to come
thoughts come when I
back.
be on the toilet. I just
All the
hey,
time.
whole
In the
time I
bathroom at
didn't
work.
rip, boo, boo.
Hey, Carl, what's your name again and where you from, brother?
I'm Eden. I'm from around the way, man. From
Okay, all right, that's what's up. Hey, look,
How'd you hear
Thanks
about?
so much
Hold
for
on. How'd
calling.
you hear about Krown 360?
Man, that's my
oh, no,
man.
I'm at
Oh, this your
too. Yeah, me and my man Hunter.
that's good, Hunter.
Okay,
I'm
hey,
in the
boo
Hey,
There
boo.
wouldn't be no Crown 360 without E. Just put it like
Well, all
that.
I want to say is thank you for the support. That's all.
Hey,
Thank
keep
you.
calling,
Nah,
brother.
yeah, just.
Keep supporting us, brother. You know what I'm saying? Call us and we
tell
gonna
your
answer. We
friends
gonna
about
holler at you. You hear me, my nigga?
Much love, E. I appreciate you,
So
baby.
what's up?
Spread the
I'm
word.
easy. Like I said.
Spread the word.
You know who
All
else
right,
I
baby.
loved growing up?
What's
3-6 Mafia was my
Oh no.
No Limit Soldiers.
shit.
No.
3-6
No.
was the shit.
No, I keep
90s was a golden
Listen,
area,
listen.
man.
Let me tell you why I say no. Because I had a bitch in my car one time, right?
Oh,
I picked
Lord.
up. No. Let me tell you. I was in PG Community College at the time, trying to get my education.
So this was like what year?
Oh, this is back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta
Girl,
go back.
3-6
This is back in
Mafia.
the
We
day.
going back to
Listen,
the
let me-
97, 98.
Slap
It was
on
around
my
in
knob.
2002 ish
That was
time.
98.
They had a run. They
Little
had a run.
bitch, I picked this little Mexican little Boriqua up. Little Boriqua. She was Mexican and black. I picked her up. Little youngin gonna tell me, I got Pop playing. I got the double disc All Eyes on Me playing. Youngin tell me, can I
What about
take it
Nas?
out the car and play 3-6 Mafia?
Because 360 is
Nigga,
high.
I had to
were,
buck
though.
the you on the bitch. I said, no, you are not going to take my Tupac out and ask for 3-6 Mafia. Get the fuck out of here. Go get your education where I picked you up from, which is PG Community College.
But it's
He
PG.
did not really
Like, what
take
the
her
fuck did you
back.
No, I
expect?
did. I fucked her that night. But my
Yeah, I
point,
know you did.
my point was, I didn't appreciate her after that when she said that.
But
shit.
you can't say they weren't hot.
They were hot. They came
3-6
out with that
Mafia's
fuck the club
legends.
up. They had to fuck the
Yeah.
club up.
Legends.
Yo, no, they had the fuck the club
Yeah.
up. Joint. Yeah. They had,
Hip hop legends.
And
What about Nas?
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
They come from under 3-6.
you know what?
They,
But,
that-
but,
you
but,
know.
but he said
They were
he-
doing their thing though.
were.
They weren't trying to copy
I'm talking
style.
about
But he
Nas.
talking about one of the
Nas.
greatest ever.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
He's
talking
talking
about
about one of the greatest ever.
Nas
You
is
know,
Nas.
you know what about Nas? Nas broke my heart, nigga.
Why?
Let me tell you why Nas broke my heart.
When he got with Nicki? Because
Nah,
I
nah.
hate that shit. Oh, I'm
And that's some
sorry.
female
I
issues right
digress.
there.
Okay.
When Nas broke my heart was when he came out with that Ether and he destroyed Jay-Z, right? I said, okay, this nigga now is about to take the whole, he's about to take it by control.
Okay.
And
Negative.
it was like the nigga just let it go.
Nah, it wasn't. He didn't.
No, he just let
Nah,
he
I'm
didn't
a Nas
care
fan.
enough to take the shit by the chokehold, which Jay-Z did.
He wasn't about conflict.
Oh
Well,
no,
I
Ether
think-
was about conflict,
I think
nigga.
that
Ether was
Nas
about conflict.
knows
my
how
nigga.
nice he is. He don't when you
He
validate
does.
That's what it
yourself.
was.
You don't need.
Nas didn't. Nas music
not.
was about what he felt. It wasn't
Right.
about
Yeah.
pleasing the
Pleasing
people.
the people.
Right.
Hold on,
No, he had a message,
We
too.
got another caller. Yo, caller, who are you all and what is it all about? Holler at us.
Crazy.
First off, Nas didn't destroy Jay-Z.
Oh shit! Hold up, time out. First of all, who are you talking like this, my nigga? Expose yourself. Who is you talking like this?
Ty?
Who is it?
Right.
You just said my name, didn't
Ty.
Oh, Ty. I didn't say your name. Hunter says your name.
The hell are you talking
Ty,
about, man?
Ty, how you gonna tell me
First
Nas
off-
didn't
first off-
destroy?
Hold on.
How you destroyed me when I gave you a job?
Come on, man.
Oh, that's after
Come
the
on,
fact,
man.
bro.
What are you
Come
talking
on,
about,
man.
man?
Okay, first
My lyrical.
Then you left out super ugly.
It was,
He was whack
it was
as
super
shit.
forgettable, nigga. It was super forgettable.
Hey,
That's
Ty,
lie.
how you sneak somebody, you lose the fight.
The joint that you had to wait and listen to.
How you sneak somebody, you lose the fight,
Good
though.
one.
Duh.
If you sneak,
Good
if you steal somebody first, if you get off the first
You
punch
supposed to
and
win.
you lose the fight, you jive
gotta
like can't
win.
say nothing.
Yeah.
So you telling me that
I only
Super
got,
Ugly was
one
better than
eye
Ether,
left.
bro? That's what you telling me?
There go my baby daddy. Hey,
Ether wasn't all
Nas.
that.
So cute.
Wow. He's the first nigga on planet Earth that ever said that Ether wasn't all that.
Hey, look. I'm not the first person to ever say that Jay-Z lost that battle. I don't think Jay-Z lost that one.
Wow.
Well, here's a question. Did you like it the second go around when Remy Ma did it to Nicki?
That was a good
When
question.
Remy did it to Nicki.
Yeah, when Remy redid Ether for Nicki as the diss track, did you like that better than Nas's version? Did you hear it?
nobody can redo an original and make it better to me.
It was
That's my
kind of
opinion.
high.
If it's an original, it's an original.
Kind of
You
high.
can't do that. But at the same time, Remy did crush Nicki with that joint.
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yes.
And you know deep down
And
in
Nicki
your
took
heart.
the shots first too.
He
Hey,
didn't crush Jay with that joint, brother.
You just a Jay-Z fan, man.
Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, listen, brother, you got anything?
You
You got anything else you want to contribute to this music
Ty.
conversation? Because we obviously know you're wrong about this.
Yeah, you
So-
gotta go.
So, is there anything else you want to give us to this
Hey,
conversation, my
Ty.
Hey, darling, how you doing?
All right, baby. Thank you.
My bad, I don't agree with y'all with the.
nigga?
No, but that's what makes it.
each
Yeah,
his own.
we fuck with you still, Ty. You
This
just wrong and
This
shit.
is a cipher, and you know what? That's what
you
makes
probably
this
think
beautiful.
Young Thug better than Jay-Z.
Oh, that's wrong. You disrespectful.
There you go.
Now you being
Yeah.
disrespectful,
Yeah.
Ty.
What you think? Not me, but you know what I'm saying?
Ty, you being disrespectful now, brother.
Completely.
How you talking
Goodbye.
about
Good
Jay-Z
night.
to Young
Yeah,
Thug?
we-
Come on,
we-
man.
Good night.
Y'all have a good night.
You
All right,
too.
man. All right,
Love,
bro.
bro.
All right, bro.
So I have a question.
He was
Shout out
being
to the
disrespectful.
CCC,
Leave Ty
man.
alone.
Since we're
Much love to
talking
them
about
boys.
music, who's your favorite artist and who's your number one trashed artist? Like, who's the worst artist that you
Oh,
would never
man.
like or listen to or
Wow,
nothing?
that's okay. You want to go around the board on that?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
I
do
don't
that.
know, because when I turn it on, I turn it off. So
Worst rapper ever?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, who do you hate?
I don't hate anybody. Hate is too powerful of emotion
Well,
to
you
fit.
know.
who the
I
nigga?
think,
Bubba
I think
Sparks.
favorite for me, Bubba Sparks was spit.
I like Bubba Sparks.
And he had Timberland
Shut
tracks
up.
too.
Y'all niggas don't know nothing.
For me,
Forgive
I think
God.
my greatest rap, it's hard for me. I don't have, I can't pick one because I got to, Scarface, Nas, and Ice Cube, I feel like are my elite ones, but then you still got Jay,
Come
Biggie,
on.
Pimp C.
Pac.
Yes.
You ain't say Pac.
I
though.
think-
you ain't say Pac.
I ain't
one
done
time.
yet.
Okay,
I,
okay, but Pac should have been your first one. But go ahead, girl.
I'm just saying, you still got 3,000 from Outkast. You
Yeah.
still got MJG
Ooh.
from
You
Radio
didn't say
MJG.
Tupac
You still
first.
got Pop.
Outcast.
Okay, Pac should have been first, but okay.
But
I'll
who's
take that.
trash to you? Like, who
Now,
do you hear on the
trash-
radio when you automatically turn the station?
This retarded shit that's going on now.
The mumble
think-
rap you
Yes.
don't like?
I
mean,
don't like
I
it.
ain't knocking. Well, let me
I like the
say,
trap.
let me say.
Mumble rap has this place.
I mean,
It
people,
does.
there's
No.
certain people that are great at what they do. You know, one person I don't fuck with
Just the
though
music.
is Riff Raff.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
I feel like he looks like a culture vulture.
He's a culture vulture for real.
Like a culture-
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Riff
I
Raff.
see you with the hands, Riff Raff. What it do?
Oh
I fuck with Vanilla Ice because he was hot from when he was hot. I ain't just trying to knock white rappers.
Yo, hold on. We got to call. It might be Riff Raff. Hold on.
Riff Raff.
Yo, call it.
they
Oh,
hung
look,
up.
Riff Raff got scared and shit. That's all good, nigga.
I mean, he's linked with some great
Call back.
artists.
Call
Call
back.
back.
Riff Raff and
But see, I like my favorite is Tupac, and the reason why is because this nigga put out. You could tell a nigga. I never seen a nigga in my day in music that was able to put his image and his vulnerability inside of a song. I've always seen people put their best. Oh, I'm a pimp. Oh, I'm a thug. Or I'm a this. But this nigga put out songs where he was talking about his deepest, most vulnerable emotions that a child could relate to.
I
You know what I'm
love it,
saying?
and that's what I
And
fucking
that-
I
and
mess with.
that's
he was
what,
ahead of his time.
But
Yeah.
that's what makes me feel bad about the younger generation is because they can only listen to shit that you can listen to in the club or when you high on some shit.
But that's
Or
what they
they-
were taught though. You can't blame. That's what I was saying. The
What
black
they
you can't
taught
blame
that
them.
they do it
It's
to
some
They don't
young
know no
guys that
better.
get
They do it to
essentially.
themselves.
No, they taught because we don't control our
That's
distribution
part
of
it,
our own
too.
music.
That's one part.
That's why.
But that has to do
Hold on, we
with
got
the
to call. We gonna see what's up with this
One
nigga.
part.
That
Yo,
has to do
caller,
with
what
the
it do?
record-
Holla at us.
the radio stations.
So I feel like, well, first and foremost, I'm T. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, what it do,
What's
T?
up?
Holla at the crew.
But I just wanted to say, like, nobody really talks about LL Cool J. Like,
Oh,
Yes.
That's
shit.
true.
You want to talk about Double L?
Yeah.
Holla
Ladies
at
love
us.
us, Cool
Legend.
J.
The
that
legend.
dude, like, he was
Nah, he
the first
was.
T.I. to use the biggest words ever.
That's
You know
true.
what?
I don't
That's
know
true.
about that
And
because
he lived down the
Rakim
street from me.
was
yeah.
putting that
He did.
out there for you though,
But
boo. I don't
was
think
like
he was.
Like he was the smoothest, hottest dude to get to his point.
But you know what? I'm with you though, T,
that time.
because LL Cool J he was one of the most versatile rappers. He was one of the
Yes.
first of being versatile.
At a young age.
At a young
16.
age, this nigga put out he was the
Yeah.
first nigga to put out a love
He
rap
was.
song.
He was.
You know, he paved the way for Drake.
Oh, talk that shit. Talk that shit, T.
He absolutely
See, you
did.
wanna
I
talk
gotta
that
give
shit,
you that.
boo-boo?
I gotta give you
You want
that.
to talk that shit, boo-boo? You talking
It's a
then.
hell of a point, though.
She's
talking
opening
then.
the minds of the cipher.
That's a hell of a
So
point.
T, we take it at LL is your favorite?
I love LL.
He's in my top 5.
Okay,
I love
okay.
LL.
So who was your favorite before we get off the phone? Who was your favorite, T? Who was your
I mean,
favorite?
Tupac Shakur.
You
What
go,
is
boo boo. I like T. See, you call every Wednesday, T. See, look, call every Wednesday at 10:30 and shit. We gonna pick up for you, T. Yes, indeed.
But I just want to say I love y'all. Y'all just so
Thank
good. I had to
you.
call in and give my little 2 cents on what I.
Thank
Hey, we
you.
appreciate you,
Love
T.
you,
Holler at
baby.
us, T. Call
Much
us
love,
every week,
young
T.
lady.
Show us that love. You feel me?
But you know,
Bye.
Bye, T, baby.
Alright.
you know who wasn't
I
mentioned
love that
tonight?
what she said.
I
Who
love
should have been mentioned?
Who that?
David Banner.
Ooh.
Wow.
Now tell me why
I
you say
like
that.
David Banner.
Now tell me, do you like that David Banner now? Who he is?
Politically.
Do you like?
Banner?
Do you like?
I
his-
like both.
you. So you telling me you banged? What he had? 24 inches? Is that was the song he
Boy,
played?
I
like
like-
a pimp with Lil
I
Flip.
do like
That
Like
shit was
a
hot.
Pimp.
That shit was dope.
I
That
like
shit was dope.
both.
I like David Banner.
I don't feel like
I
If
like
that's
him
the case, I
conscious
like the
and I
new
like
Nick
him
Cannon, too.
pre-conscious.
I like him as an
This
actor.
nigga
Cannon?
just said he liked the
I
new
like the
Nick
Nick Cannon with the turban, man.
You like Nick Cannon on
I
Wild
ain't
It Out. You
even-
like
I don't
Nick
even
Cannon on the
listen to Nick
microphone,
Cannon.
nigga.
I don't
Nah,
even
I ain't
listen.
talking. That's what I'm asking her. What is her?
Cannon?
Yeah.
Separate.
No,
trying
I
to
don't
figure out.
fucking like Nick Cannon.
I'm
But
He's
you
whack.
I'm
He's
talking-
trash.
No,
I don't
no,
think you
no,
was
no.
listening
I'm
to David
saying.
Banner back then.
I
don't-
like David
I
Banner.
Back
fuck with
then?
David Banner when he
Yes.
was rapping from the beginning, the fat, unhealthy eating David Banner,
Yes.
to
So
the
he's
more
a
conscious,
David
healthier
Banner.
David Banner.
Hey, I
David
like
Banner.
David Banner spitting the God box. He's
That was a good one.
doing shit that his heart and his spirit is into, and
It
that's
That's
shows
what
the
it
growth.
is.
that's
there.
what music is
He's
about.
a very
That's why I mentioned
spiritual
Nick Cannon.
person.
Yeah,
He
I
is.
respect
I love
that.
David
And
Banner.
nobody-
He's out of the box. He's an actor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Renaissance
Politically,
nigga.
in
He's a
tied into
Renaissance
the-
man.
Yeah.
He does it all.
Nobody mentioned DMX tonight.
Now somebody
Wow.
mentioned DMX.
DMX
First
is
caller
somebody
mentioned
did,
DMX.
he's right.
Oh,
But
okay.
DMX is in my top 5. And the reason why, because I'm
No.
the type of nigga.
No.
Hold up, time out. Hey, y'all, hey,
He's
ladies,
a
ladies.
hater.
I
No.
want y'all to move back for a second because
Okay,
I need
let
to.
me-
I need to look at this nigga in his eye. Nigga, did you just tell me
No.
that DMX should not be on nobody's top 5,
Ain't no
nigga?
man. I don't give a fuck with nobody else top
Nigga,
five.
so
Lord
tell me why the
Jesus.
nigga shouldn't be on the top 5, please.
Nas, Jay-Z,
Okay,
Ice Cube,
okay.
Tupac, and
Okay.
Scarface. Nigga, you got to
Is
fall
that
back.
all right? But is he 6? Is he 6?
No, you said top 5,
What
nigga.
about the Ghetto Boys?
Hold on.
But that's
'Cause I
Scarface.
can say
Scarface.
Willie D better. I can say Jadakiss better than DMX if I want
Hey,
to.
hold up, time out.
Yeah,
You
we
being
didn't mention
disrespectful.
Jada either.
You
Come on,
being
man.
disrespectful. Nah, time out. DMX
Come on,
got.
man.
This is the only nigga in life that did a prayer on a fucking CD, nigga.
Right, and gets a pass
You
for
ain't
smoking
never.
crack.
Man, fuck crack.
Fuck that.
This nigga said a prayer, nigga.
DMX is
Give a
deep.
fuck
Like
about that
It's
he's
shit.
deep.
super
This
deep.
nigga
hold on,
said.
excuse me.
This
You know-
nigga
you-
said
you
when
know-
it's dark,
you know-
hell is hot.
You know who got a better resume than DMX?
Who?
Nigga,
DMX
E,
is the
please
shit.
tell
Yeah.
us, nigga.
No,
I don't
DMX
think
is
he
the
better
shit.
than DMX.
E40's a legend in hip hop. I can jump
E40
E40.
He's a
a
legend, but I
in
don't.
the Bay.
I don't think
He's a
better
legend
than,
in the Bay.
than
We
DMX.
talking about.
Can't
See,
touch
you're not getting
no-
outside your reach.
Hey,
he
E,
can't
this
It's no
nigga is highly
comparison. It's no
disrespectful.
I don't know.
comparison.
I think
Thank
he drank
you.
too much.
No
Thank you.
comparison. They're
I
two
got a
different
bunch of
lanes.
Twister from Chicago.
I do like Twister.
Twister
I do
from
fuck
Chicago.
with Twister, but he's not better than
Twister
DMX.
ain't
me-
make. Listen. Let me
DMX
say
is a
something.
legend.
Let me tell you something
To
about you.
me?
Your disrespectful ass, Hunter. This
fuck?
nigga said, "What you bitches want from a nigga?"
I see. Yeah.
Okay?
First of all.
Somebody let me
First of all,
know.
First of all, hold on.
Call
First
us
of all,
DMX.
Nigga,
First of all-
X, I got love for you, X.
first of all,
I got love
X
for
is,
you,
I
brother.
X is a
I don't
beast.
care
I'm not
if he-
saying he's
No,
not a beast.
no,
He's
no,
on
no.
crack.
You was being disrespectful.
No, I'm not.
Completely.
Thank you.
Completely.
Most women fuck with DMX because of the way he fucked Shorty on Belly. So I don't hear shit about women
He
say
showed
about
niggas
DMX.
how to fuck on belly.
That's the problem.
Let's
If you learn how to sling wood from DMX,
He did.
that's
I'm
the
sorry.
problem.
The way he was banging Keisha out, he
Right.
gave niggas
Lord.
inspiration.
Right. It's women
He
vouching
gave-
for that shit 20 years later. That's all I'm
Oh my
saying.
God.
Sidebar,
He gave niggas
sidebar.
We
inspiration.
digressed.
I'm sorry. I'm
Sidebar.
sorry.
Let's
I'm
get
sorry.
back on
Let's
track.
get back on
Saying.
Okay.
It's a bunch
This
of
nigga
people
was
out
an
for
ex.
that.
When that one thing's been
Out
exposed,
for
he's an
Andre
ex-hater.
3000 over there.
Clearly. Andre's nice, but he's no
Andre
DMX.
That's gonna make me call up
They're
for work
in two
tomorrow.
different lanes. They're in
Thank
two different
you.
lanes. You can't even compare the two.
Thank you, T. We talking about a nigga that's speaking life and a nigga that's just only saying some cool shit. Fuck cool. We want one thing I respect about the art of hip hop, and not even the art of hip hop, the art of
Ain't
music.
no way you gonna tell me DMX better than Andre 3000 from Outkast.
I'm telling you the impact of his music quadruple anything that Andre 3000 ever fucking motherfucking put out.
I agree.
Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm telling you right now from a nigga that listens to I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up.
Yeah, that's because you
Not to
Get up,
mention,
nigga.
not
Right,
to
you
mention,
smoking crack,
and this
that's
is
what
a
happened.
small
Wait,
digression.
hold on.
Okay.
DMX is called to me.
Yours down.
I'm sorry. Nigga made me
DMX
hot, dog.
DMX is
I'm
called
sorry. I
DMX
love
is
you,
called
baby.
to ministry. Like he's that deep.
T,
Anytime you
T,
can preach
T.
and rap at the same time and
T.
have both the Christian culture
Yeah.
and the regular
Yeah.
culture.
That nigga got
He's a
shit
gift.
on Andre
That's
3000.
a gift
T.
from God. Like nobody
No.
else has done that.
How?
Nobody else
Hey, you
has
know
done
I'm
that.
not religious, but I gotta say hallelujah to what you're saying.
I don't
T.
understand what he is comparing Andre 3000
There's
to
no
DMX.
comparison.
Please,
I'm talking about just from pure talent and spitting. I guess
Pure
I don't.
talent?
Well, maybe you have
Pure
not really
ta-
seen the
time out,
talent that
time out.
he has. He's an artistic.
E, can I say something to this
I
nigga?
fuck with them. I don't like him as much as y'all do.
E, can I
He's
say
not
something
top
about?
five to
I
me.
know. Okay, but let me say. Can I say?
picked
I
solid top 5 rappers above him.
I want to say one last thing before we move on.
Okay.
I've seen a
It's
lot of
11:11.
crackheads in my life. Okay,
11:11.
I might have sold a thing or two to a crackhead in my life. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I ain't never met a crackhead that can put 2 platinum albums out in one fucking year,
probably-
brother.
it's probably a bunch of them
Everybody
that
can
done that whole
relate to
time.
DMX.
I love
Everybody from any
DMX,
walk of
I
life.
love
The
you.
most spiritual person
You know what?
to the most
Read
the
this nigga's
crackest
book.
person on the
Read
street.
the
I'm
book
not
on
hating
DMX.
DMX.
That sound like you hating on this
It
nigga.
sounds
That's
a
'cause
little
y'all sound like
bit.
The
fans.
women agree.
A little
like
bit.
saying, that's like Ty said, Nas didn't kill Jay on Ether. He must be a Jay-Z fan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, true.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Nas hater.
I'm
One
telling
or
you,
the other.
DMX ain't better than Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Scarface,
Okay.
or
I give you
Ice
that.
Cube.
I wouldn't even say better because again, I feel like they're in separate lanes.
It's a bunch of Bama's in
they
separate
the same
lanes. We ain't
They
doing
in the
that.
same lane.
We ain't doing that.
DMX, Ice Cube, and Pop, they in the same lane because their music
That's
had
my
purpose.
point. That's my point.
They
He
had-
ain't better than them.
Scarface, any
It's not
nigga
just
that got
about
music that's
purpose.
deeper than metaphors.
So it depends on what you pick. We ain't say Snoop yet. Shit.
I don't fuck
Yeah.
with Snoop Dogg like that.
That's what I'm
Snoop
saying. It's
is
a point of
cool.
preference.
Snoop had one album that was
Or
classic.
Dr. Dre.
With
Or
class.
Eminem.
Fuck Eminem.
Dr. Dre ain't no rapper.
I keep telling niggas Eminem don't speak for black people. Eminem is a nigga that can rap. That's it. He's a white nigga that can rap. But you can't sit here and tell me when you was feeling down and out, you went on your Pandora to get a goddamn Eminem song. You can't tell me that.
Nah, you might kill
I
your mom.
really
if you listen
did
to
like
that.
Eminem back then.
That nigga said I killed my mama. That nigga was sick. So, but the thing about it is these days though, so R&B. I feel like not
Oh, yeah.
only has hip hop changed for the worse, I feel like as far as the art, the
R&B.
craft, but R&B,
Sure,
dog.
'cause
You know
everybody
who's
rapping.
underrated as an R&B artist? Seven Streeter.
She's hot.
She's
hot.
very
Awesome.
but she's very underrated.
She is.
And then there's
I agree.
God, who else was I gonna say?
This nigga Daniel Caesar. Let's talk about this nigga. With
is
this
that?
greatest love song I ever heard in my
That's the
life.
Bama with the
Who
dreads?
that is?
That's the hey, what song was we singing earlier?
Jacquees is good.
Man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah,
We talking about
He's
what song was that? That get you joint. That get you.
I
That
think
that-
Daniel Caesar got some hot shit. I think he got a
Nigga.
song with this white girl. I like her name.
Nigga, that
Taylor
Daniel
something.
Caesar shit make a thug want to cry in the car alone.
It's actually it's a lot of good underground R&B right now. The popping R&B, that shit is rap.
The R&B prophet is
All the
fucking Chris
dudes that
Brown.
are singing now are
Tank.
rapping.
No.
Tank is
Tank
good.
From
like-
a different
I like
generation.
Tank.
They from
Avant
the
is
pri-
good.
Tank like
They
his
all
tank
prior
lit.
generation. That's prior generation. I'm
That's
talking
who
about
I was
2000s.
thinking. K. Michelle.
What
Doesn't
about her?
she doesn't get the credit that she deserves either. She's a very good R&B
You like
artist.
K. Michelle?
I do like
I
K.
never really
Michelle.
listened to her.
That bitch
music.
look like Donkey off Shrek, don't she? No bullshit.
She
Straight up.
real. Her music is the shit. She's an awesome writer.
Yeah.
She's
She
good.
is a writer.
How y'all feel about now? I know you talking about
Oh,
R&B.
no. I
Joe
ain't really
never
got
got
no-
his recognition. I'm gonna tell you
That's
that.
true.
Joe was a
I'm-
hating ass nigga though. He made songs. Hating on
Tyrese.
boyfriend.
I can't stand
Tyrese
Joe.
is a good R&B artist.
Joe was always cock blocking on the nigga.
He was always cop blocking, nigga. I'll do what your man
Genuine.
Nigga.
You can't forget about Genuine.
But you got all these are prior generation. All these bands came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good new
I'm talking about
R&B.
new bands. This 2018.
Chris
I'm talking
Brown?
about niggas past today.
Chris Brown is
Chris
the
Brown
prophet.
is the hottest
He's
R&B
a
artist
prophet.
right
But
now.
he's a dancer though. He's
both.
He's an artist. He's an
Yeah.
artist. He can do it all.
He does
no,
everything,
he can
and
sing.
he
He can
raps.
sing.
Like he started out
He's
his
a-
career
rap.
as
He's
a
a
rapper.
That's what
Quadruple
I'm talking
threat.
about, like
Chris
the
Brown was a
R&B with the
rapper?
soul in it.
Yeah, I'm
When
gonna
he
tell
first
you,
started,
ain't
he
no
was a
soul,
rapper.
ain't no
That's what I'm
soul
saying.
in
That
music.
generation is gone.
It's one
Yeah.
nigga that be trying to put soul in the shit that nobody even knows
Unless it's on the
about.
underground.
The nigga named Luke James.
He can sing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Put some
really
soul-
good.
He is,
It's-
though.
it's some-
really
it's some-
good.
it's some
But they
band-
don't
it's some
fuck with him
band
like
doing
that
it, but
as far
it's
as
just all
mainstream.
underground.
He hasn't gotten with. He hasn't
doesn't-
hitting his peak yet.
I
But
don't
his
understand
voice is
why.
the other
His
band,
voice is good.
Nigga, it's on
Luke
some Johnny Gill
James.
shit.
What's his name?
If y'all don't know
Rosa?
who Luke James is, Luke
Ro-
James played in the New
Edition.
Edition.
Yeah. He played Johnny Gill.
He played
Yeah.
Johnny Gill.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know who we're talking about, Luke James is the gentleman that played Johnny Gill in
That
the New Edition
motherfucker,
movie.
that motherfucker good.
He's off
That
the chain.
motherfucker good. He can
Yes,
sing.
he is.
Yes, he is.
He can sing.
But see, these days, like I tell niggas, music is about inspiration.
Music
As
is
an
about
artist, I'm telling you right
inspiration.
now, I'm inspired to make music about how I live my life. They stories that I can tell.
The story.
Now I'm telling you right now, the reason why
But you
R&B,
deep,
Yeah,
you
Ro
dig
James
deep
was the
into
dude
your
name.
soul.
Ro James
I
like
do,
that.
but
And you can't just go on. You know, a lot of these rappers these days are talking about drugs,
yeah.
and their mind is so fucked up. It's just crazy to me. Like, I don't want my son to listen to it and be like, "Ma, the beat is hot."
Yeah.
But if you listen to the beat, but you hear what he's saying, like, "I'm popping pills. I'm popping pills
Yeah.
every day."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to listen to that.
But-
Because there's no substance to it.
Hey, but that's the thing. See, where we at right now in society, where substance is starting to be like taboo. Like motherfuckers don't even want to get into talking substance because you'll call that music that's just conscious music. But like the reason
I
why,
want conscious music.
but this the thing.
Come
Fucking
on.
title. What's good to the soul and the spirit is just good to the soul and the spirit. Fuck a title. You know what I'm saying? Let me make music that's food for thought, that's good for the people.
Wait, we forgot. Do
It's
you
too
know we
much.
didn't,
Nigga,
who we
it's a
didn't
part
talk
two
about
necessary.
tonight? Wu-Tang. Man, how could we forget Wu-Tang?
You know what? We didn't forget Wu-Tang. We just didn't bring him up.
This is-
Wu-Tang.
You know, it's a
Wu-Tang
bunch
is
of people to talk about.
Wu-Tang. I know it was like 10 of them
Wu-Tang.
niggas.
We still
All
got
them
it.
niggas.
I said,
Was
if you
hot.
gonna jump DMX out there, we ain't say he was better than Rakim.
Nah, I ain't say he's better
No.
than Red,
You know what I'm
Red Man.
saying?
Red Man. Red Man is
Method
one of
Man.
my top niggas.
EPMD.
Funk Doc is one of my
Funk
top
Doc.
niggas.
There's
Come
some
on
dudes out there. That's
But-
all I'm
Hey,
saying.
call
But
in
see, but like I
202
told you, but like I was telling niggas, dog,
652-0708.
the demand for music for high art is at an all time low. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't demand high caliber anything these
It's not
days.
that. It's that the record, not the record labels, the radio station is blocking us from being able to hear quality music.
But that's why YouTube.
That's what it is.
One of our first callers said YouTube is what changed the game. That's what YouTube is so pivotal for because
like YouTube.
fuck a radio station.
Independent artists.
And podcasts.
And that's why I tell all black people, dog, hey, if you black and if you melanated and you into music, dog, don't even rush to get signed because if you want, unless you
Now with
want to
these
work for
360
somebody,
deals
yeah.
happening.
If you want to work for somebody, go ahead and be signed. But the thing about it, the beauty about today's music is the power is in the people.
Yeah.
If you
power
want
is
to be
in
in
the
power
people.
and be a
And the
business,
internet.
and the internet,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is control your brand. You don't
Yeah.
have to. You don't have to put
Right.
the power into somebody else. Control your brand and be consistent.
So when you say control your brand, is that what Jay-Z did?
That's what Jay-Z is the epitome of controlling your brand. They wouldn't even sign this motherfucker when he first was trying to get signed. This nigga could make his own label to distribute his own music. Now everybody call him a god MC. You know what I'm saying?
He pre-selling albums now. He'll sell you a million copies before it come out.
Same thing with Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle just signed a deal, right? But guess what? He didn't sign a regular artist deal. He signed a partner deal. So he's got his own company that he's going to be promoting. But that come from him putting groundwork with pushing this shit, selling.
This is his first album. He been out for
He
almost
been
a
out for
decade.
years, bro.
And
But-
then there's people just signing distribution deals.
Right,
Like,
that's what he's
Hey,
talking
hey,
about.
you know what? And that's
So what
my
is a
dream.
distribution deal?
A distribution deal is basically, let's say for me, I'm an independent artist, right?
Okay.
And I'm putting out music, and I'm putting out good music. You know what I'm saying? Now, my music catch some steam. I could be able to put an EPK out, which is like an electronic promote kit, right? I could put that out, and I put out to a distribution company, and I say, listen, if you invest in me to be able to put this music out, not only are you going to get a cut out of it, but the return that I get is going to be strictly to me. I have to pay for no record label to put they hands into my shit. So what I'm saying is that's why independent artists, they shoot for getting distribution deals like a Kendrick Lamar, like a Chance the Rapper, because they want to be in control of their own shit, and that's what I'm aspiring to do, is to be in control of my own shit. I don't want nobody telling me I can't make music that's going to inspire people to be great.
Yeah,
I gotta make music that just inspire people to shake their ass.
Doing you being an artist.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be me, and that's what I'm saying. I'm shooting to get a distribution deal, so I can. Cause listen, it might cost me $1,000 to put a CD out, but them motherfuckers assign me for it. Them niggas invest $100,000 into my shit. That's $100,000. That's $99,000 in my pocket, because it take me only $1,000 to make this CD. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all about how you want to be an entrepreneur in your own shit. That's why the beauty about music now is, if you are a true creator, you can't just focus on being a creator artistically. You gotta be a creator in business as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't.
Look at Gucci. Gucci's been independent all these years, and
that's why he's putting out
so
2 albums a year.
Much money.
So
much money.
So much money, and never signed, bro.
Never.
And that's the beauty about where we at right now. Niggas be complaining because niggas want to always be fed by a company.
They want to have that machine behind it.
Yeah, you want it fast. You know what I'm saying? But fuck that, bro.
They want that upfront signing bonus.
Put that footwork into doing you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me personally,
and becoming greater as an artist.
Thank you.
With no restrictions.
No restrictions. You could be you. You know what I'm saying? That being you is the best thing you could be out here. You know what I'm saying?
I have one last question.
What's good, T?
So if you had 4 artists at a venue, DMX,
all right,
Jay-Z,
okay,
Nas,
okay,
and Jada,
okay,
but only 3 could perform, who would you choose?
You said DMX who?
DMX, Jay-Z, Nas, and Jadakiss.
Jada left out.
DMX.
Yeah, because Jada don't perform.
Just based
DMX
on the
is
venue.
Performer. DMX is.
I think Jadakiss is a better rapper than DMX. You get DMX in front of a bunch of people.
He's going to ignite the crowd. That nigga's a crowd ignite. That nigga cried in front of 1,000.
He gonna get people.
So compared to your theory from last week,
man, don't cry.
Right?
I'm out, man. I gotta go to work.
You got exceptions
Why
to
am
the rule.
I always the one that brings the shit up?
You got exceptions to the rule, nigga.
Crowd 360.
Drop the mic.
You got exceptions to the rule, nigga.
Yo, we're gonna have a part 2 to this.
Yo,
we have to.
Music culture.
We have
a part 2
It's
to
been
this.
a real convo,
Good night,
dog.
y'all.
I've been having
I gotta
fun
go.
with y'all, dog. Like we do every week, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's been a real show. We got Hunter in the building. E, got T, got
first
Joe
lady.
Mob. I hit y'all with that Hot 16 in the beginning.
Check out that freestyle.
Check out that freestyle, man. Check out that album, nigga. Check out that King of the North on Dat Piff, my nigga. Check out that
King
Madman
of the
on
North.
iTunes, my
King
nigga.
of the North.
Holla at this. Nigga, I'm doing a video in 2 weeks, my nigga. We about to be pushing, nigga. We doing shit for real, for real. You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
gonna
you give
have
me an
people come to your
invitation.
video shoot?
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know. I'm gonna shoot y'all the little address. It's gonna be
Okay.
in Law and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot y'all the
Nice.
address. We gonna shoot.
I gotta get my velvet crushed
I gotta
velvet
get my outfit together.
Chill, nigga.
my hair
So-
weave in.
That's right. Makeup done, everything.
Yeah. We gonna be lit. I'm trying. It's gonna be a little
If you
fun
need a
party.
hairstylist, let me know.
I don't
Seriously.
got too much hair to be
No,
styling.
but your little girls that you have with the big
okay.
booties out there on the scene.
You got strippers coming?
Look, we gonna talk
Big
about
Okay.
booties on the
Okay.
scene.
we got
I got
talented
you.
women
I got
coming.
you.
Mom video
We,
all the
hey,
way,
we got
baby.
a video next week. Joe Mom got
Well,
a
hold
video.
up, not next week, in 2 weeks.
In
I put
2
it back
weeks.
next week. You know what I'm saying? So I can do some extra shit.
Women, call me 240-386-9553. I'm
Shit,
screening the
shit.
females.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay,
We
Quality. Quality.
Yeah, that's all we
no
about.
old weave included.
Yo, we out though, yo.
We gone. Much love. Episode 15 in the
Joe
books.
Mile, holla at us, dog.
Good night,
We
y'all.
Izzy.
See you next week.
Adios.